Good evening and welcome to Pulse News TV. I'm Thomas Jakes, bringing you tonight's top story. A political storm is brewing in the region as citizens express growing frustration with the MKP, a prominent political organization accused of prioritizing personal agendas over the needs of the community. The allegations center around claims that the MKP refuses to support initiatives and movements unless they originate from within their own ranks. This perceived reluctance to cooperate with external efforts has raised questions about the group's commitment to the very people they are supposed to represent. A concerned resident, who wished to remain anonymous, described the situation as baffling. They explained that the MKP often avoids participating in initiatives, whether protests, community projects, or other efforts, even if these align with the public's interests. It's as if everything revolves around the leader's ego, they said, rather than the needs of the community. This criticism has struck a chord with many residents, particularly regarding the ongoing struggle for land rights in the region, a deeply emotional and vital issue for countless families. While other organizations and leaders have stepped up to address these concerns, the MKP's apparent absence has become increasingly noticeable. Some even allege that the group would oppose initiatives outright if they weren't the ones leading them. Such accusations have only added to the frustration of community members who feel abandoned by an organization they once trusted to advocate for their rights. Tensions have escalated, with many residents accusing the MKP of being more concerned with preserving internal power dynamics than with the real issues facing the people. Protests and community forums have become more frequent as citizens demand accountability from the MKP. They are calling for a leadership that prioritizes collaboration and action over ego and control. This situation raises important questions about the role of political organizations in serving their communities. Shouldn't the focus always be on addressing the needs of the people, regardless of who initiates the effort? For many, the MKP's alleged behavior reflects a deeper, systemic problem, a growing disconnect between political organizations and the communities they claim to represent. If the MKP fails to respond to these calls for change, the consequences could be significant, not just for the group itself, but for the broader community. A lack of unified leadership could stall progress on critical issues, from land reform to economic development, leaving many feeling abandoned and disillusioned. However, there is still an opportunity for the MKP to turn things around. By acknowledging the concerns of the public and choosing to work collaboratively with other groups, they could rebuild trust and reaffirm their commitment to the community. But the clock is ticking, and the people are growing restless. As the story unfolds, one thing is clear: the residents are no longer willing to wait silently while their needs are ignored. They're demanding change, and it's up to the MKP to decide whether they'll step up to the challenge or risk becoming irrelevant in the eyes of their constituents. We'll continue to follow this developing story and bring you the latest updates. For now, we'd love to hear your thoughts. Is the MKP's leadership failing its community, or is this simply a case of political misunderstanding? Join the conversation on our social media platforms and share your opinions. That's all for now on this story. Stay tuned for more updates on Pulse News TV. I'm Thomas Jakes. Thank you for watching and have a great evening.